Face up, Papa J. If Ferraris with a K, niggas trolling on the ground. Manhunt, catch a case. Catch a punk, he gon' lay. I just blew 100K. Eyes blind like Ray. No surrender, press play. Niggas talking like they bout it. Carry guns and never shot it. Niggas acting like they reps around this bitch. Let's run an audit. Cause these bars come with scars. In the jungle, catastrophic. I been riding in the Beamer. Waistline with a rocket. If I hit him in his eye, dummy lose his whole socket. I'm the goal in the set. I'm a trophy, I'm a vet. Treat these hoes like a pet. Cause they fucking on rejects. Ain't nobody drop for money. You on pills and all that lean. 5 bills to get you whack. Asking Cuddy how I feel. Did an interview with Whack. Niggas say I cut a deal. Niggas speaking like they know me. Trying to catch him in the field. Any of my real cronies probably treat him like my rib. If we twinning, it's a shotter. Guarantee you got a wig. Air Forces in the lobby. Big popper like I'm big. Track hawk with a chopper. Almost killed a pimp on Fig. Niggas lying like they bosses. Talk about what you and did. Face up, Papa J. If Ferraris with a K. Niggas trolling on the ground. Manhunt, catch a case. Catch a punk, he gon' lay. I just blew 100K. Eyes blind like Ray. No surrender, press play. Face up. What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy, Young Ant Hefe. Don't care about nothing but what the checks say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'ma bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy, Young Ant Hefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is Point Blank. You airballed and you bricked this time. Beep. Now let's get to it. So, I've been seeing this faceless turd who goes by the name of Point Blank. It seems like he has a problem with Adam 22 and all hosts that goes on No Jumper. Every segment, every time No Jumper comes out with something, this faceless turd has his scope out looking. I'm starting to believe this is somebody that has been heavily involved with Adam 22 in the past. Now, pertaining to how this coward speaks and how he's a faceless channel and like to remain that way, what? And that's all you hear from time to time. I believe that this faceless turd is somebody from New Hampshire or the East Coast. He sounds like somebody that probably skateboarded or somebody that was in the BMX community that had a falling out with Adam, seeing that Adam chose the podcast. And what did he do? What? Right behind Adam, he chose the podcast. Every segment is directed towards Adam 22, No Jumper, Poetic Flacco, and anybody associated with No Jumper. First, this guy was riding the hiatus of Young Ant Hefe NUTs. He pointed out how Flacco was hating about me coming on No Jumper. He was a fan. Now, all of a sudden, for some reason, he's mad. I've been making everybody mad as of lately. But as I've been seeing, you can't make everybody happy. What? That's just how it goes in this space. So what we about to get into is this faceless turd changing his tune. Now you have to watch the people who remain faceless and choose to oppress. And I must say, with some of you other content creators who chose to spin a narrative after this faceless turd, it's kind of disappointing. Definitely you guys who's supposed to be street or come with these street narratives. But I guess I just got to chop this stuff up to content because that is what we're doing. And Bobby Boucher, Waterboy, I am on to you. So, let's get into this content. And y'all already know, it's the Hef way and the Hef effect. And we're going to commentate.
Versus King Pill situation, because I believe that I may have gotten it all wrong in my previous video where I determined that Young Ant Hefe marked out King Pill. And so I'm hoping to install the necessary corrections here so that we can get this thing straightened out, because no one marked out King Pill that day. If anyone got marked out, it was Aunt Hefe that got marked out, not King Pill. What? So this is what I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys new evidence in this investigation. And I want to start with the first clip. This is going to be young Aunt Hefe. And I want to explain what's going on in this clip. So young Aunt Hefe has been taking a lot of backlash lately. And he's been taking this backlash because he refuses to call out the 16 for instigating that confrontation between him and King Pill. And he's just been getting showered with negative comments, calling him a spineless idiot, a not a stand-up guy, a coward, a mark. And it just goes on. And young Aunt Hefe is greatly affected by these negative comments. It's really taking a toll on him because he wants to maintain this street gangster persona, but he also doesn't want to stand on business and hold the 16 accountable for his actions. So he has gotten himself into quite a pickle here, and this is what leads us into our first clip of this lesson. This first clip is going to be young Aunt Hefe on the No Jumper Show addressing the backlash and explaining why he is such a coward. Listen to this and pay attention to him. Look at how just unbelievably pathetic he won't even look at the 16. He's basically explaining himself and all of his gang politics to Lush. What? Watch this.
I don't blame nobody, bro. Like, y'all been, like, all my low supporters and fans, they've been hitting me up. They've been on my line. They asking me why I'm not holding Adam 22.
Let's talk about it.
Accountable or whatever. And so, like, my response to that, I already did a video, but I'm going to say this, like, everybody that watched No Jumper, y'all pretty much know.
So he's nervous as fuck. He's taking these deep breaths. His heart's pounding. He can't even breathe. He's like, he's just scared as fuck. And he won't look at the 16. Let's continue.
Everybody that watched No Jumper, y'all pretty much know the podcast space that Adam 22 in. Y'all pretty much know the questions he asked. And I don't pretty much think he was trying to throw me up under the bus. If anything, it was like King Pill. So I just like, so Adam's a civilian. When you talking to the members and the members get asked these questions, that's who it fall upon, because you as a member, as you saying you are, like, I expect you to know how to answer that question. Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, Adam put me on blast like, hey, Aunt Hefe, what's up with that diss track? You took them disses out. I would have known how to answer that to where it just would have shut that completely off to where he wouldn't even have to say it, nothing, just would have respected it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because all right, so that pretty much didn't make any sense at all. And he just gives this nonsensical non-answer, really. He doesn't even really, he just kind of dances around it, doesn't he? That's so pathetic. So the correct answer is that he is terrified to push back on the 16 out of fear of losing his spot at No Jumper. He absolutely understands that he is 100% expendable. He is replaceable. He can be replaced overnight. No one would even miss him. And he understands this. And that's why he doesn't say anything, because he knows that the 16 would be like, hey, sorry, man, this is a podcast. I got to do what I got to do. You can go. Fuck off. Fuck 8-Tray. Fuck all your homies. Fuck you. And that would pretty much be the end of it at that point. So I just want to show you that now. This next part is going to illustrate this perfectly. The 16 is going to start saying some out-of-pocket shit that he shouldn't really be speaking on from a street perspective. And then young Aunt Hefe, instead of pushing back and shutting it down, he does this tick. Whenever the 16 says anything out of pocket, gang Hefe lets out a nervous laugh. And this is his defense mechanism. He's terrified.
I feel like if you're a member and you make music in which you diss other hoods, you can't be wishy-washy when somebody brings it up. You got to say, yeah, that's what I said. Or else, why the fuck are you even saying it?
Adam, would you have asked that?
Am I wrong?
That's that bullshit.
I mean, I'm just saying,
that's that bullshit.
Look, it's not a bad question.
Look, all right, so look, this so let
Lush making the face.
I know. And his version of that word means something else.
Yeah, a lot of my shit that I was talking about was in my local community, you feel me? But yeah, shit, I took it out to reach a wider audience, you feel me?
So again, Lush is like, I don't know about that one, homie. He for show dissed the set, homie. And young Aunt Hefe's looking right at him, and young Aunt Hefe's going, well, if Lush is gonna speak on it, then we ain't gonna let that go, you feel me? We gonna speak on it. So that's crazy. And he absolutely saw Lush make the face. This face that Lush made was a major reason for young Aunt Hefe to confront King Pill. And it's obvious. I mean, let's look at the tape again. Look at young Aunt Hefe looking at Lush making the face.
And his version of that word means something else.
Yeah, a lot of my shit that I was talking about was in my local community, you feel me? But
So not only did young Aunt Hefe see Lush make this face, but he gazed deep into his eyes when he made the face. So why would he lie to us? Why would young Aunt Hefe lie and say, I wasn't really looking at you, I was looking at Adam when you were speaking? Why would you tell us that lie? You didn't even need to lie about that. You could have easily said, man, I don't even know. That shit was like a long time ago. You feel me? You could have said something else besides just making up this entire lie about how you for sure didn't see him. That's so disrespectful for you to lie to us and make us feel so uncomfortable and violated for being lied to by a new host. I'm sorry, but I just had to point that out. So I'd like to go to this next little piece. I had a major problem with this. This is going to be young Aunt Hefe misrepresenting material facts. This is the rewriting of the history that I was talking about. This is going to be young Aunt Hefe telling a completely different story than what actually happened. What young Aunt Hefe is going to say is that he asked King Pill specifically, what we on though? Meaning, what do you want to do about this little kerfuffle? Would you like to squabble? Would you like to back down from me? Which option are you going to go with? And that King Pill sort of backed down from him. And I'm not going to lie, this is what it looked like at first glance. But after further review, I've discovered that young Aunt Hefe, not only did he not mark out King Pill, he actually got marked out. What? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in this next clip. Look at this clip. Look at young Aunt Hefe. Look, his eyes are darting away. Every time King Pill looks at him, his eyes dart away. He's scared. He won't look at him in the face. And when he says, what we on though, he's looking away from King Pill at the room.
Clarify. What we on though?
Clarify.
As if to say, what's the next topic? What's the next video that we're going to react to? So King Pill's very confused. He's like, wait a second, is he talking to me? Like, what the fuck's going on? And then young Aunt Hefe goes on to the No Jumper show and misrepresents this and says that he basically fully called out King Pill and King Pill backed down from him and type of confrontation. I mean, this is a huge lie, right? I mean, what the fuck?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got past that. Look, once I said what we on,
clarify. What we on though?
That was that, and like what we on, I'd take that out and I was calling him out. What we on, I set that out there to say either we can get to it or we can leave this subject alone.
So he wants to tell the truth, but he can't because he's afraid. But he starts out by saying like he didn't mean it as he was calling anyone out, which is true. But then he follows it up with describing exactly what a call out is by saying, I just wanted to see if you wanted to fight over what we were talking about. What? So he's actually saying, yes, I did challenge him. And
you're a faceless coward. You're a faceless bitch. I would just like to say that first and foremost. You're a cockroach. You're spineless. You're someone from Adam 22 past that has a beef with Adam 22. Why are you riding this man nuts and No Jumper nuts so much? Every segment you do, you take day after day after day and piece it in piece after piece after No Jumper segment. Piece it up just to do some content. Is this the only content you spend, Millhouse? You're like the guy in school who was the class clown. Like you give me teacher pet vibes. The guy that got robbed for his lunch pail, always was going home, crying to his parents. Parents coming to the school, teacher conference and stuff like that. Why they picking on Jimmy? Why they messing with Jimmy? Jimmy's like the sweetest child. You're a faceless coward behind a channel with no face. And you got a problem with me when you was riding my nuts in the beginning. Ain't you the same guy that was spinning narratives on Flacco, talking about, oh, Flacco's hating on this guy, young Aunt Hefe guy. He should have been had his just due, should have been on No Jumper. But as you see, you got poetic Flacco, he's hating, jolly this, jolly that. Man, you jello pudding pussy pop. You one of them dudes that probably had at the Diddy party, you know what I'm saying, that was walking around with a tuxedo with cocktails in your hand, pussy. You like a trout or salmon, something that belong in the water, but here you is, a faceless channel on YouTube, popping it and talking. You sitting on YouTube trying to talk about politics and talking about what I shouldn't be doing at the table with Adam, but you are a faceless civilian. At least Adam's showing his face. Your pussy ass behind the channel talking about what? Every so often and trying to piece content together to debunk people. You just bricked. You just bricked. And I'm pretty sure Spineless cowards like you are the reason why YouTube are coming with these guidelines, with these voices. Because Austin Power, Dr. Doolittle, Jekyll Hyde motherfuckers like you that sit behind a keyboard all day laughing. You like the guy that just watched Dexter Laboratory all day sitting on the couch with a spoon of Jell-O trying to figure out what you gonna do. How you come with the narrative that Adam used me as a pawn to mark out King Peel, now you slowing stuff up, trying to build a narrative and lies because you mad. All you suckers mad because, oh, you ain't hold Adam accountable. You a civilian. A civilian I can't see. I can't hold your pussy ass accountable. You talking behind a faceless channel with a half crescent moon like this. What the fuck is that, man? I slap the shit out your pink lips. Motherfucking skateboarder. What you mad at Adam? Adam and beat your ass like in a skateboard context? I know you like one of these dudes from Adam Pass. Like he beat your ass in a BMX match or something. Or took your girlfriend or some shit like that. And now you doing faceless content. I really got a narrative that I want to run on your weird ass. Because I think I got an idea of who your punk ass might be. But what you can't do, you can't come with the narrative that I got on King Peel and then try to change the narrative that King Peel marked me out. How did somebody mark me out that said that I wasn't disrespecting you? How do you feel disrespected? And you dumb jerk, down here in LA, if you ask anybody what they own, they're checking your temperature. Stupid. Leaving it out there for you. To leave it in park or crash. But I know dummies like you from small towns, hick towns, you know what I'm saying, where they stacking hay bales and wearing cowboy boots and, you know what I'm saying, chasing donkey and cattle around. You might not understand, you know what I'm saying, in which I was talking. And I'm going to say this for you, Pussy Pop, just because you want to hear it and you want to come with this narrative, bro. I don't give a fuck if No Jumper don't call me next week. No Jumper don't pay me enough to bend on my integrity. So while y'all keep coming with this narrative, oh yeah, you see he's laughing, he don't want to call Adam out because he's scared he might get fired. And my channel was cracking before a No Jumper ever called me. Why you think No Jumper called me? Dim weed, dim shit. But won't you show your face? I bet you ain't gonna do that, pussy. You ain't gonna show your face. But you gonna keep coming with these false narratives. So let's see what the next one gonna be, Pussy Pop. It's my new name for you, Pussy Pop. What you mad at Adam for, pussy? Huh? Did Adam get your girl kitty, pussy? What? Talking about I'm worried about a No Jumper check. Man, I don't give a fuck about no Jumper check. Nigga, I'm just not gonna get up there and do what y'all weird motherfuckers want me to do. Oh, you're not holding Adam accountable. You got other civilians trying to tell somebody from a different background that you're not holding one of their kind accountable. But they're trying to politic on it. Man, you dudes need to make some sense, man. Because you dudes are slow and silly. What? And before I go, while your pussy ass is at it, in that refrigerator, sucking on popsicles, big sticks, or grabbing a spoonful of ice cream and putting it in your mouth, because you sound like somebody that like objects in your mouth. What? Look at the numbers I'm doing on YouTube, Pussy Pop, and add that up, and you ask yourself, do I give a fuck about a No Jumper check? And we gonna conclude that there. It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. And press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
On Lanes, is he good peoples? He bad peoples. Dead homies, he bad peoples. It's not even a question.